Somebody need to hear this. That shit fire. Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up 3 times, man? It's G King Shoe. Yo, y'all already know what's going on, man. This just another ride along. Just came from an excellent workout. You know, I don't always record my workouts, you know what I'm saying? You still on your phone too much, that means you ain't working, right? But I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm up here, just leaving the Gold's Gym. I'm thinking about, you know, going to the day shift again, man, and going to the day shift and going back to the boxing gym, man. Because I told myself I was going to take a couple fights, you know, before I kick the bucket, man. That's like on my bucket list. So that's something I want to do. And another reason I'm doing this video right here is because I'm gonna tell y'all one thing, yo. Anybody, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm fucking eating. Anybody who I got respect for and consider one of my brothers or sisters, I will never disagree with in public, you know. But and also Elijah Muhammad said, you know, don't talk about what somebody else doing or saying, you know, just put the clean glass next to the dirty glass if you feel like, you know, what you you know, you have a better idea or whatever, what have you. But I had an excellent build, and you know, we was talking about and defining what black is, and I think this is important. There's 2 things I want to discuss, because you know, we often say you got to have 2 black parents. But if you have 2 black parents, what is a black person? And the reason I say this because we often, you know, dismiss mulattoes and not do the same thing. Because they are 50-50. They are not black, they are not white. They 50-50. So, they 50-50. So, you know, we don't know where the allegiance lie. But the thing about it is, we don't know, you know, people can't help who they related to and who they, you know, who gave birth to them. Forgive me, family, like, I'm kind of tired. You know, when you tired, it's hard to think, to gather your thoughts. But mulattoes, you know, you can't help who your parents is. And the reason I want to revisit this is because I think we need to start dealing with genetics if we're going to deal with who's black and who's not. And in my humble opinion, I feel like you need to be 75% or better of African descent to be considered a black person. And to be considered, you know, an African person. I believe African and black is synonymous. No, I take that back. African and black is not synonymous. But it's funny. The reason it's funny is because all the different variations of black come from the African. So when we think of when we think of black, we often think of African. We think it's synonymous with African. No, in my opinion, black is synonymous with highly melanated. Now, the reason this is important is because you have black people across the globe. So you often hear me say global African unity. Maybe I should say global black unity. You understand what I'm saying? But my priority is African because I'm of African descent. But I'm not going to disown our children. You understand what I'm saying? Because globally, these pale-skinned people have been putting their boots on the neck of all melanated people globally. For example, you have melanated people in India. These are highly melanated people. Some people say they got certain genetic admixtures. That's cool. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us do too. You see what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother topic. But these are highly melanated people who derive from the original East Africans. I break this all down. If you go to my video, the link is in the bio. Go to my channel. Go to all the videos and scroll down where I talk about the origins of white people. I talk about the origins of white people, and the thumbnail say race decoded. I break all this down. Now, because you have, you know, a lot of people, you know, a lot of our brothers and sisters We are almost becoming the thing we hate. And I don't think this is what we meant to do or mean to do. We are becoming the people we hate. We are becoming just as racist in a very emotional way, just like the European is. And that's why I always say I don't hate white people, but that don't mean I love white people. You see what I'm saying? Because you have a lot of people, a lot of people draw conclusions and assume a lot of stuff. So let me say, I don't hate white people, but I don't love white people. I don't think about them at all. They're non-factor. I love us. And my priority is my mind is only focused on us. So the reason I say this is because when we start thinking like Europeans, we start hating the whole world. Now, true indeed, John Henry Clark said, we have no friends. The whole world turned their back on us, and there's no exception. And that's a fact. But who is the us? You see what I'm saying? So you might have a lot about. See, I grew up in Spanish Harlem, so I have a different relationship with his people, so-called Spanish people. You see what I'm saying? We grew up the same. When we went downtown, we all got treated the same. You feel me? They all looked at us as niggas. You see what I'm saying? And furthermore, when we say nigga, I'm from up north. I'm not from down south. It's different. It's a different temperature. So when we said nigga, Spanish people said nigga. We didn't grow up around no white people. The only white people was downtown. So we didn't use nigga as a form of race. I didn't hear that till I came to Baltimore when they said niggas. They was talking about black people. In New York, we say nigga in reference to males. Just like it's synonymous with the word guys. So how you would say, look at those guys over there. We say, look at those niggas over there. And unfortunately, for the women, we said bitches. So we say, look at those women over there, look at those bitches over there. So now, you can be a white nigga, you could be a Spanish nigga, you could be, well, who you talking about? Who you talking about? The Spanish nigga over there? Who you talking about? The Chinese nigga over there? So it wasn't a racial thing when we said nigga. Now, I'm not defending the word nigga because I think we do need to throw that word away. But what I'm trying to say is, we have different relations with certain Hispanic people. Excuse me. So when you look at Hispanic people, they are mulatto race. They're not, they are mixed with African and European descent. And in certain countries, you do have racism. You do have the pale skin, just like in any other country, the pale skin Arab, puts his boot on the neck of the original dark skin Arab. The pale skin Indian put the boots on the neck of the original dark skin Indian. When I say Indian, I'm talking about from India. So it's the same thing in Hispanic countries. The pale skin Spaniards put their boot on the neck of the on the darker skin. But it's kind of different because when you go to some of these countries, it's intermixed. So for example, like Brazil, you go to Brazil, you have black people, you have black Brazilians, and they are directly related to a pale skin Brazilian. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's how genetic work. For example, it's a set of twins. They come from the same mother and same father. They mulattoes. Now, like I said, so keep in mind, like I said, the Spanish race is a mulatto race. The Arab race is a mulatto race. If you want further detail, go to my YouTube channel. Just type in King Shu, and if you fuck with the content, go ahead and subscribe. And if you seeing this on YouTube, you want to see some real shit on Instagram, just go to King_Shu. But it's a set of twins, and they come from the same mother and father. One twin look like a European. The other twin looks like a regular black girl, a regular African girl. You understand what I'm saying? They come from the same womb at the same time. So when we share different genetic mark. How can I say it? They share the same DNA, same haplogroup, but they have different mutations. Like the different genes are dispersed in different ways. If this makes sense, like you share 50% from both parents, but you may not get the same combination of that 50% that you get from the parents. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's the same thing. So we can't be playing the color game. We can't be playing the color game, because we forget about that it was Castro and the Cubans who's keeping the, who let Assata Shakur, take refuge in Cuba. And it was the Cubans who came to help our people in war. You understand what I'm saying? And it was Spanish people. So a lot of people seen the Black Panthers, but the Spanish people, they wasn't part of the Black Panthers. They had brown berets. Black Panthers had black berets. They had brown berets. Professor James Small spoke on all this. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, we can't be disingenuous. We have to deal with the facts the way it is. We can't try to disingenuously push a certain narrative. We got to stand on my eye. We have to deal with the truth no matter how it come, and then go from there. Play the hand that's dealt. In my opinion, it's not smart to be trying to make enemies with every fucking body. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need everybody, but you can't make enemies with everybody. That's emotional. You out here, you want to hate everybody because the white man hated you. That's reactionary. We got to get out of that. And we have to practice that, not just say it. You understand what I'm saying? So, and this is not to defend Hispanics. This is not to defend no other race. But what I'm trying to say is we have to be a little bit more strategic and a little less emotional. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason I'm saying this is because I come across numerous mulattoes, you see what I'm saying, who, like, you can't tell them they not African. They identify more with their black side for whatever reason. Maybe, see, now, this is the key thing. I think this is the key reason why what determine what type of person you is, because you got a lot of Negro-peans out here. So what really determine who you are, and they black is the ace of spades. But what really determine who you are is your culture. That's what determine who you are. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of there's a lot of Africans who don't consider us African because we don't share the same culture. When they speak their other languages, we don't understand. And that's a gap we got to bridge too. That's a side note. That's a gap we got to bridge. If you're a brother from Nigeria, you're a brother Cameroon, whatever country you from, that could be a business on the side. Start teaching classes on the languages so we can start speaking to each other. But the reason we don't, it's a culture gap. You understand what I'm saying? But see, in Harlem, it wasn't a culture gap because we shared the same culture. It was nothing to go to a Spanish homie house, eat arroz con pollo. I ain't fuck with the pork, all that pork. But you understand what I'm trying to say? It was nothing. We shared the same culture. Come to your crib, you feel me? Eat some, oxtails or whatever. Some, we all eat peas and rice. You know what I'm saying? Like it's similar cultures. And even down when you look at it, for example, like in Cuba, a lot of these different cultures is borrowed from Africa. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of their ways is a little. You can still see little remnants of Africa in it. So the gap is not too far. We bottom the gap. We the ones who reject each other because of the exception to the rule. One fucked up individual. Now we ready to condemn the whole fucking race. Who that sound like? So we gotta stop being emotional with that shit, yo. Real shit. We gotta be more strategic. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest, man, because I spoke to a very brilliant woman, and she said, when you start kicking the real, you become a target. So I think I'm about to start falling back with all this. I might even stop, fucking with the YouTube and all that. I'm gonna keep posting certain information, but I'm gonna stop speaking my intellectual properties because she said something there and that shit made sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make no difference anyway. You put your life on the line and do and say certain shit, they'll knock you off. Niggas don't get no fuck. Because all niggas ready to do is just, niggas can't wait to get into the inbox and fucking disagree. You understand what I'm saying? So, and niggas will disagree about stupid shit, B. Stupid shit. They disagree about shit you didn't even say. We so divided. You know what I mean? That's the problem. That's why we have different tribes in Africa. Because it's the nigga shit. We always had the nigga shit in us. And that's the shit we gotta start. We have to recognize and get that shit up out of us. Like, what are the similarities? We can't be focusing on the differences. What are the similarities? What is the shit that we can use to our advantage? You see what I'm saying? Real shit. A lot of niggas think it's so cool, man. these niggas, don't nobody fuck with us, so fuck, it's Africa versus everybody. That shit sound cool. That shit not practical though. Not in no real fucking war. You feel me? Like if the shit really did hit the fan, we don't got no fucking country to go to. We don't have nowhere to seek refuge. If niggas try to come, you feel me? Like and get the drop on us and we may find a way to escape. Nigga, where the fuck we gonna hide? We don't got no fucking allies. Cause you niggas pushed everybody the fuck away. You see what I'm saying? So like that's the whole point I'm gonna make. And to get back on that mulatto shit, because like maybe after people seen this live that I did, it was a lot of I had a brother coming to my inbox, like that nigga was like young dude, I don't know, he was a big young dude, but he was young, like, and nigga really fucked up, like, yo son, am I African? Like, am I black? You feel me? Like, and like, yo, cause my mom's is a mulatto, you feel me? But my father's black. And I'm like, so that's what I'm saying, we gotta get to the genetics. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, in my opinion, you black because you 3/4 black. You 3/4 black. So, you majority black. And like I said, when you dealing with the history in the United States, it's a lot of admixture with the European. A lot of people who come from the South, who got roots in the South, the Carolinas, all the South. You feel me? You're gonna have some European in your genetics. It's no black. It's not Africans. You can test the DNA of Africans in Africa, and they are not 100% African. I mean, they're 100% African, but they not 100%. No, they not 100% Africans. They might be 93 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they in the high 90s, but it's a lot of admixture. That's just how history works. You understand what I'm saying? So when we say some things, we is missing a lot of soldiers that we could be having. And the way the dude came me, that shit kind of fucked me up. I'm like, damn, he was really fucked up about it. And I'm like, son, you black, yo. This nigga just started sending me his whole family, like, yo, this my father, this my brother, this my grandmother, this my mother right here. Boom, boom, boom. And I seen him, I'm like, bro, like he's dead black, like he's a black dude. He's dead a black dude. You know what I'm saying? And there's no debate about it. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta be more careful and more strategic how we moving, big. Because this shit really affect our people, and it push a lot of people away, and it cause more confusion. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta be very detailed, and like I said, I gotta stress the word strategic on what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I was also seeing this one joint, like I said before, of this mulatto kid, and you look at him. He look like a mixed kid, like, and you know how sometimes you have a mulatto, they may look more black. Then you have a mulatto, they may look more white. Then you have a mulatto, they look like a mix of both. Damn near like a Spanish person, or damn near like an Arab or something like that. But you can tell the nigga mixed. And this nigga like his culture is black. He's a black dude, he gang bang. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, he's into the comedic culture. You know what I mean? He consider himself, you know what I mean? Like he identifies black. He lives black. You can't tell that nigga he ain't black. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the culture. Culture play a big part in how we define who we are. It's not the major part. The major part is genetics, but it do play a big part, man. And we got to take things into consideration. And like I said, I would never publicly disagree with anybody I got respect for. None of my brothers, none of my sisters, but there's certain things I have to speak on, because, just I live by my eye, yo, I can't help it, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, there's no disrespect, no, whatever, it's none of that, yo, it's all love, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just saying, like, I know sometimes it's easy to, especially I'm a Gemini, so if you strike that wrong nerve, it's fuck everybody, you feel me? And I feel that, you know what I'm saying? But when I do come to my senses, my other twin is like, son, you not thinking. Think before you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we gotta start moving. Like, we gotta start thinking better. So, I ain't gonna be too long-winded. Like I said, man, this was, something I just wanted to say on this ride along, you know what I'm saying? Because I just felt like it was important. And I told the young brother, that I was going to retouch on this and correct some of the things I may have said. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope I covered everything. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, it's all love. It's global African unity. Global. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not about to tell me to dismiss a Tamil Indian or what we call Dravidian Indians. You know what I mean? A highly melanated Indian. You feel me? We don't see them people because they I'm going off work. Not today. We off today. But you're not about to tell me to dismiss a Dravidian, a Tamil Indian, because you mad at Habibi at the corner store who be following you every time you walk in the store, or go straight to the camera every time you walk to the back. You know what I'm saying? He don't got nothing to do with the ones who struggling in fucking India, because we don't see them. Just like the niggas over here who fucked up and get, niggas in the hood. I live in Baltimore. There's little niggas in the hood. I live in Baltimore County, and Baltimore City is like right there. It's little niggas in the hood who never been to Baltimore County, and if you take them to Baltimore County, they think you took them around the fucking world. But if you tell them you just went down the block, these niggas is like, get the fuck out of here. Ain't no way in the world, because these niggas never left their block, and there's people like that everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? You're not telling me to dismiss the black Vietnamese in the hood of Vietnam. You see what I'm saying? These are the ones that I fight for. That's black. That's global. I keep saying global African unity. But, these people are black too. These people are black too. When we talking about black, all these people are black. I'm not talking about the pale-skinned Vietnamese, you know what I'm saying, that you see on TV, or the ones who work at the Chinese restaurant. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the indigenous, the original black people. You understand what I'm saying? And that's another thing before I get out of here. Our Aboriginal, these Negroes who think they Aboriginal, thank you, what they call it, I forgot how they say it, but they got their little slick terms like we so-and-so Aboriginal. No, you're not, bro. You're not related to none of these people, They are black people, but they are not our black people. Our black people is Africans. We are direct descendants of Africa. Take pride in that. You know what that means? That means we wasn't watered down until recently through slavery, and that's why we should be highly offended. But we are direct descendants of Africa. These people been out of Africa for thousands of years, and through mutations and different adaptations and natural selection, they mutated into other groups of people. Damn, I should have took the exit. They mutated into other groups of people, like your Aboriginals from Australia, like your West Papuans, your Pacific Islanders, like your Dravidians. This is why they mutated over time, but everybody descends from Africans. Now, if you want to know where white people come from, like I said, go to my YouTube, King Shu, go to the video, just go to videos and scroll down where it say Race Decoded, and the title is Origins of White People. And you're going to be surprised. White people are not here naturally. It's not through natural selection. We are here through natural selection. The earth chose us. So be proud of that, To stop trying to be every fucking body. Everybody black ain't us. But the original people across the globe is black. You understand what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm almost around the way, man. I'm going to let y'all go, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all Labor Day, man. Like I said, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? And we going to figure this thing out together. We in this together. And everything I said is not, set in stone. This is just my humble opinion. You understand what I'm saying? And we gonna continue to just build and grow and unite and fight the proper way, more strategically, instead of being emotional, instead of being reactionaries. You understand what I'm saying? Because half everybody who talk crack of this, crack of that, niggas is cordial with crackers when you dealing with business. You understand what I'm saying? All these economic niggas talking crack of this, crack of that, but that cracker come with a fucking bag. You ready to do business? You ready to talk polite? You ain't calling him no cracker. You ain't saying that cracker come take this product and give me your fucking money. You talking with respect. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna go that far because people gonna take that shit out of context. But like I said, you gotta judge people by on an individual basis. I'm not talking about white people. I don't really trust none of them. You know what I'm saying? And I have the right to do that. Due to history, I have the right to not fuck with Arabs or white people at all. But when we dealing with other races and nationalities, I deal with people on an individual level, that fucking fast and furious out here, on an individual level, and I judge them off of their character. I treat them how they treat me. That's in my nature. I'm a Gemini. People say Geminis is two-faced. Nah, be more like mirrors. So whatever energy you are projecting, that's the energy you're gonna get back. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, if I come across a Spanish nigga, like, you feel me? Like, for example, I ain't gonna go into all that. I'm getting on with it. But if I come across a Spanish nigga who don't fuck with me, then I don't fuck with him. You understand what I'm saying? He called me a nigga because I'm black. I'm going to call him a spit because he's Spanish. But I'm not going to call all of them that. I'm not going to treat all of them like that. And furthermore, niggas really ain't going to like this one. Niggas going to hate this right here. If we and something might happen to me by saying this too. But if we really talking war and we talking global domination, how the fuck you think we going to have global domination if we ain't going to have some niggas having babies and having babies, you know what I'm saying, but other nationalities? Like I said, certain races is exempt. But you have to repopulate the globe. How you think these pale motherfuckers got pale? How do you think? You see what I'm saying? They went around and started fucking everything moving and giving these people babies. And these babies got lighter and lighter. So we gotta get them darker and darker. I'm not promoting leaving our black women alone. But I'm just saying, we have to think more strategically. Go ahead, bro. Think more strategically. And this is something that we got to put on the, something we have to further discuss amongst the family. We got to put this on the table. How are we going to dominate the globe? If, you know what I mean? Because first of all, niggas ain't having enough babies, B. Niggas ain't having enough babies. And then the babies we are having, we not taking care of and teaching them how to be men, teaching them how to be women. We got little girls out here every time sitting with a skirt with their legs open, standing, you know how y'all be standing trying to stick your butt out with their hands on it. These is babies, B. Who you think they imitating? All you do is go to the club, you showing your body like a lot of our women whole goal is to look attractive, to be sexualized. You understand what I'm saying? We not teaching our women to be teachers no more. We not teaching our women to be fucking, scholars. Teaching our women to do whatever the fuck they want to do other than be a fucking sexual object. Same with these bum ass niggas. All we want to do is have babies, but we ain't teaching the babies how to be fucking men. We ain't teaching the little girls what it's like to have a fucking father. So they don't know what a real man look like. So they going around with all these fuck niggas. You feel what I'm saying? And this is, I gotta vent a little bit. But you got all these fuck niggas out here, you feel me, ruining good girls, you feel me? Because they don't know, I don't know what their problem is. It's like they get fucked over by the fuck niggas and it's like a magnet. They gravitate more to the fuck niggas. You feel me? They ask for something better. The better nigga come around, you don't get a better nigga a shot. Your loyalty is to the fuck nigga and you already know what you got. You already know what you dealt with it already. You know what they expect. And then when it happened, you mad at niggas. Then you got females, you want to be a fucking dyke now. You want to fake lit cootie cat. Get the fuck out of here, B. Be confused. We have mental issues that we got to deal with. And it's all, it's the foundation that's ruining us. It's the family. We don't have families no more. Now, shout out to the brothers who really doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? They having their kids, they there. It's a lot of brothers out there, being fucking men. There's a lot of women out there being women, not showing their ass every 10 seconds, showing their titties. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like being a thirst trap. Like, you know what I mean? We have real women out there and real men out there, and these are the ones we need to be fucking celebrating, B. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need no more fucking rappers, B. We don't need no rappers, nigga. If you a gangster, gangbanging nigga, we do need soldiers. We do need our own police department. Don't tell me we can't do it because it's a community in Baltimore called Park Heights. These Jews have their own police, so we could have our own police. You heard? We need more men and women in real estate so we could buy the property. We could buy the hood. Shout out to Rollo. They take niggas like Rollo off the street. Now, I don't condone how he got the money, but the rapper Rollo bought his hood. He bought his hood and put his people in it. And I think it was rent free. You heard? So we got to start doing better. Yo, it's shit that we can do. But as I'm saying this, I see niggas in the comment section already arguing me down for just to be disagreeable, B. You heard? But, it is what it is, yo. So my whole goal is I'm just ready to build with like-minded people who really ready to do something. And like I said, family, Don't think it's over with this book club shit. We still doing the book club shit. We just reading right now, and I hope the family is reading. And the ones who said they're gonna get the book is waiting on the book to come in. You understand what I'm saying? Because we need to start raising the comprehension skills one step at a time so we can start doing better, man. And stop being distracted by the superficial shit, B. Because that's really what's going on. We distracted by the superficial shit, the shit that don't have no substance. You understand what I'm saying? It was funny, yo, because there was this dude, he made an analogy with, he made an analogy with sauce and juice. He was like, and the way he put that shit was brilliant. He was like, the juice, you put it in, it don't last long, but the sauce is thick. It got substance, it hold. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna last for a while. We need that sauce. Somebody else said guns and butter. You feel me, baby boy? Guns and butter. You feel me? We need the guns. Niggas be too fascinated with the butter. You feel me? The guns is the shit. You know, the property. You know what I mean? Things that appreciate, not depreciate. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, you know, if you out here being successful, there's a lot of women who's successful off of their body and their looks. So what you gonna do when you 40, 50 years old? You a grandmother. You understand what I'm saying? You still gonna do that? Yeah, it's a lot of shit to it, B. Like, what you gonna do? Like, and I can't say the dudes, that's if you fucking last long. That's if you live long enough, B. Real talk, man, because I remember it was a time, man, I like, keep it real, yo. It be times I be feeling like I cheated death, B. Like, I don't even, why am I here? Why am I here? Like, I was supposed to been out of here. You understand what I'm saying? And now I'm here, it's almost like I cheated death and I owe up now. I owe something now. Now, so what I owe is I'm trying to, you feel me, give back life to the family, yo. I'm trying to give back life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with that being said, man, I'm doing way too much right now, but that's how the energy was just, I had to give it up right there. But you already know, man, Africa for the Africans, man. Global African unity, global black unity. You feel me? And, you know, we will win, man. We gonna win. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you fuck with what you fuck